Creamy, dreamy, datey. Clearly I'm going to town because this is very tasty. Today I want to show you how to make a caramel sauce, but a caramel sauce out of dates. So this is more like a date dip, but it has a sweetness and a caramely factor like a caramel sauce, but no sugar, no heating things up over a stove. This is just the dates and a few other extra ingredients for flavor. Comes together really quickly and you just need a few things. You can do this with a food processor, a blender, one of those blender cups you use to make your smoothies, anything that'll chop it up. So I'm using some pitted dates. Just gonna fill this thing up. Dates are a good way to get some sweetness and flavor. They're a good replacement for candy. You can find dates with the pits in it. Usually they're a little bit more affordable, they can be, but you'll just wanna make sure to remove those pits before. So if you can pick up pitted dates, go ahead and get those. It just saves a little bit of a step. These are great for snacking. You have them with breakfast parfait bowls, so a big bag of dates you can use for many different recipes. They have this satisfying creamy texture. They're mildly sweet, a ton of flavor. They're already kind of like vanilla-y, caramely, creamy, very sticky. They taste like candy and they're just fruit. They're just dates. Good source of dietary fiber. I love it where something tastes like, you know, candy or something bad for you, but it's actually pretty good for you. Now you can make a simple version of this just by blending up the dates, adding a little bit of water just to help it blend into a paste. We're gonna do a little bit of flavor enhancers in here. So a little bit of vanilla. We're gonna go in just with a tiny pinch of salt, just to balance out that sweetness and give it more of that salted caramel flavor. And then just add a little bit of milk. You don't need too much. I'm using an almond milk. You can use water. Any kind of liquid you have in your refrigerator works to bring this together. And then blitz and blend. Now you may need to add a little bit more liquid. That's why I started off with a little bit. Dates are really thick, so you wanna make sure you have a powerful blender that can really get them nice and creamy. It's coming together, might need a little bit more liquid. Careful of those blades, but I'm just gonna get everything pushed back down. This is a good dessert substitute. Sometimes I like to find a recipe where you can have something delicious, sweet, flavorful, without having to use a lot of sugar. Now there's a lot of natural sugar in the dates, but there's also not a lot of natural fiber in them too, so it's a good balance. Ooh, it's blending up nicely. You want a smooth, creamy paste, so I let it go a long time. Break up all those chunks, keep moving it around. There we are. It even is starting to look caramely, that golden brown color. Oh yeah, that vanilla, a little bit of salt, nice and creamy. I'm gonna add just a touch more liquid. Ooh, we're there, we're there. We are smooth. We are creamy. If I was making this for a crowd, I wouldn't do this, but that little bit of vanilla, and even though it's almond milk gives you that creamy milkiness that you would get in caramel if you added butter to it, you know, really rich and creamy. Definitely taste the vanilla, and that little bit of salt balances out all the sweetness. Date dip, super easy. Good side dish, good sauce you can put on top of different recipes, just to save you the hassle of making caramel, and it's so delicious. It's got a little bit of, you know, exotic richness. Dates aren't quite exotic anymore, but such a good flavor. Just get this blade out of here, salvage every little bit of this delicious date dip. Creamy, it's super easy. You can make it even simpler. You just really need the dates, a little water or almond milk, but you can add some extra flavor to it. This is perfect for a snack, a simple dessert. I have some apples here. They're in a saltwater solution. A saltwater solution is the easiest way to keep your apples from turning brown. You just get some cold water, put a little spoonful of salt in there, stir it around until it dissolves, and you have crispy apples. And no, they don't taste salty. You can dry them off, get that extra moisture off there. They'll keep their color, stay nice and crispy. So I'm gonna load up my apples. For this, I'm just gonna put them in a little bowl. Usually I would give them a little quick rinse and dry, get that saltwater solution off there, but for this, we're just gonna go right in. Get our date mixture. It's such a cool color. Perfect caramely color. I think that's why when you will see different recipes for this, it's called date caramel, but I like date dip. Just sounds fun. It's a perfect dip for any date, right? There you go. Slice up your apples, make a delicious dip addition, great for snacking. It's pretty much guilt-free. And it gives you that apple and caramel flavor just with these dates. That little bit of sea salt in there. This would be good like with bananas. Cause like caramelized bananas, like banana Foster, but like do a banana, spread some of this on there. I would put this on a peanut butter and jelly. When instead of jelly, date and peanut butter. Clearly I'm going to town because this is very tasty. And normally, if you're dipping apples in some caramel, you just kind of do a little dip, have a little bit of indulgence. This, you can do a big scoop. Kind of has an apple butter consistency. Even this on some toast, I feel like would be really good. It's just transforming simple dates into something spreadable, flavorful, super sweet. Pancakes, waffles? Oh my, I'm gonna find a waffle. We usually have Eggos in here.